YouTube, what's up? It's the Hand Grenade, and here with an episode of Showcase. So for this showcase, we're gonna have a look at the FW-190 A-5, and now this little baby here has a cost of 1,750 golden eagles, if I am not mistaken. Let me say, this is one of the best planes I own. In terms, I seem to do very well with it. I don't know if it's just the matchmaking or just the fact that it's a great plane. So I have this both for the German and the Japanese tech trees, and let me tell you, I am absolutely thrilled with this thing. Now, a little tip. So if you have tier 11 and tier 10s as your highest tier planes, you will most likely then not get into lower tiers. For some reason or another, I have no idea, but Matchmaker loves to put tier 11s and tier 10s at top of the tier. So you'll be against, everything from 6, or I've even seen tier 5 and tier 4 squeezed in with tier 11. So keep that in mind. This is my grinding lineup. All my grinding lineups have a maximum of tier 11 in there with 1 or 2 premiums in the mix. If you stay alive, it will make you good money. And let's just look at the firepower of this guy. Right? It's got very powerful 20mm cannons. It's got also 2 7.92s, which are very fast firing MGs. So great weaponry. It also has good ammo capacity with 1,800 rounds for its 7.92mm MG and 500 rounds for that 20mm cannon of death. Well, 2 cannons of death. So 250 rounds of pop, that is not bad at all. So very capable little aircraft. And you can absolutely wreck stuff, especially if you get a good matchup like I did here, if you keep it under tier 11. So remember, tier 11 is that perfect sweet spot for that cutoff point between getting into lower and higher tier battles. Alright, so here I am doing booming and zooming. And man, do I love this plane for doing that. It's not like, the best climber out of all German planes or out of, any other planes. Cobras climb faster than this. King Cobras, that is. But it's still pretty good. Look at this. So I'm diving on this guy, gonna aim a little ahead of the reticle there. And there we go. Got the pilot. Goodbye. So see how effective this thing can be, and I think the thing that saves these Focke-Wulfs is that they have such a fast, German planes, is that 20mm fires so fast that you're able to get a maximum amount of shells into your target if you're diving on them, which is, only leaves you a small little window to mow them down like you just saw me do right there. So very good little plane. Also, its wing load isn't that big, so that means it's got pretty good maneuverability. It doesn't turn, so never get in a turning battle. I mean, you can turn, yes, and you can get into a turning battle per se, but never against a plane that's focused on killing you. You gotta sort of pick them off and sneak up on them. Oh, there you go. Gave me the deflection and shot up his pilot. So, see? That's all you need. A very quick burst into side of the enemy, and he's gone. And I'm totally gonna miss this one right here. Yeah, get a piece of him, but gonna go on his tail, shoot him up a little more, gonna get out of there before I get shot by the tail gunner or by my own side, which happens a lot in this game. So here we go, climbing again, staying rather near my airfield. I don't like to wander too far into the enemy territory, as in closer to their spawn point. And let's see, let me hit you up with another tune. Let's see, what do you want to listen to now? Oh, this sounds good. Yeah. Alright, but let's turn it down a tad so we can focus on the task at hand. Alright, so since I like to listen to some groovy tunes when I'm shooting down other planes, I think this is rather appropriate. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, it can turn. It can retain most of its energy rather well. And this F4 is trying to outturn me, but see, I'm able to keep up with him. Thankfully my teammates are there to distract him, not have him pull a full turn on me, because he could probably outturn me. So here we go. can't shoot for shit right here. I don't know what the heck's going on. Shooting. Nothing. No hits whatsoever. Yeah, so I guess that's what I get for those easy kills at the beginning, right? And then I didn't even look at this guy, and oh, there we go. A little freaking collision right there. Way to ruin my perfect score here. And I'm like, okay, screw it. I'm gonna fly back, and okay, I am gonna be so lucky right now. It's amazing that I survived this. So I'm like, oh crap, there went my engine, and my airfield's all the way over there, 4 clicks away. Sorry, and I'm gonna start getting shot at right now. So I'm like, please, concentrating. I did not deploy my flaps, or might have. So if your engine cuts out, if you want a little extra lift, oh there we go. And no one's shooting at me. I'm oh crap. And fortunately my teammates shoot him up, and I'm able to get away scot-free. Well, I did take a clipping here and there. Okay, but I was saying, so flaps, hit your flaps whenever you're gliding. It'll give you a little more lift, so you might be able to make that little extra kilometer to get back to your base. And here I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. So I hit my gear, and I'm like, well, it doesn't seem too bumpy. You know, if you hit like a little bump or something, it'll rip off your landing gear. So, you know, I try to sneak in right there. There's a little lip there. I'm like, I'm probably gonna break my landing gear, but no. Like, there we go. Coast up, and I probably could repair right here, but I just want to make it to the tarmac. Try to hide behind one of these buildings. There we go. Look at that. Perfect landing. With a few kilometers to spare. I mean, is that lucky or what? Alright, so now I'm getting repaired, and I'm bragging up how I made it. Nobody seems to care, but whatever. Okay, now here is the thing about this plane. I have it maxed out, okay? So my pilot is one of the best, but it's just, I get so lucky with this plane. This is like an everyday occurrence with me in this plane. It's either I have like amazing games or get shot down right away every now and then. But for the most part, I'm doing really good, and I'm actually making, you know, 50k, 60k a game if I stay alive with this thing. So very good little plane. And in historical, you're usually up against Russians, and man, it's an absolute slaughter to go up against Russians with this, unless you get a yak or something like that, which can be easily dealt with. But for the most part, you can do a lot of damage against Russian planes in this guy, right? Okay, so here I am, back into the fray, climbing again, do some more booming and zooming, and here, okay, now we're winning. So, as you can see, the enemy is just like diving into this morass of friendly planes, and you know, look, there we go, a little choo-choo train of death right here. So, it's gonna go that guy, that guy died, then take a shot at this guy, then try to follow the last guy in the pack, and shoot him up. So a good thing about having your cannons in your nose or right in front of, on top of your nose, is that you can sit on their tail and just hammer away and still get shots. If your machine guns are on the wings, like, you know, a lot of American planes have, and, you know, also British planes, then it becomes a problem to try to hit stuff, because you are actually shooting, you know, ahead of him. Unless you're directly on his wings. If you're right behind him and your guys are flying in a straight line, you can see the machine guns are in the wing. He's got 2 machine guns on the wings there, and well, those are actually pretty close to the fuselage. But for those that are spread out, you probably will be shooting ahead of him, because the targeting system will be set at 700 meters. And here we go, gunning down to Wellington, and next to PBYs, this has got to be probably, well, PBYs and what is it, H6Ks, those Japanese seaplanes. These are probably my favorite XP cash cows right there. Okay, got him. Then I take a stab at this guy and get a hit. Should have killed him though. And then someone's shooting me. And now I can dogfight because I know we have superiority in numbers, and I know whoever I'm shooting at and whoever might be chasing me will also be chased by friendly. So if you can gang up on a bunch of guys, then you can probably get away with actually doing a little more dogfighting in this thing. There we go. Managed to save the full cap, but yeah, we did get our base decapped, but it doesn't matter. We're still ahead. And here we go. We got this F4 on me, and look how many are on his tail. So you can veer off, and he's probably damaged, which means you will probably survive that tail. So that's one thing. I'm gonna put up a video of how to lose a tail, because I don't think I did this one correctly, the one I did previously, and that's because dynamics have changed between 1.27 and 1.29, and probably between 1.30 whenever that comes out, and it's very easy to get a tail, but it's really hard to shake one. So what you have to do is you got either one or two options: outfox him, or just run as fast as you can and be evasive as you can and run towards your guys, because there's nothing better than helping a teammate out with someone on his tail, especially if he's got tunnel vision and he's just looking to get a kill. You will most likely have a chance of survival if you have friendlies nearby. So here we go, Yak and IT, take a pot shot at him, and did get a good hit on him like I was thinking I would. Oh, but he still crashes, so okay, I'll take that. Alright, so going on to the bow fighter, and see how they're all piling up at our base? That's a big no-no. Never go all the way to the enemy's base like that. You're just gonna get slaughtered. Okay, you might kill one, but then the minute you kill him, he'll respawn something else and then you're toast. So you want to be engaging your enemies about midway. Only when there's like an overwhelming superiority can you move the fight to his base, and you'll see us do it. You'll see us do that in a second. So here I am pulling up again. Trying to come from above. That's a good thing. Whenever there's these like little circular dogfights going around, these little choo-choo trains of death going on, very good thing is to climb up, and then you can dive down afresh without being shot up by your own teammates, which seems to happen a lot in this game for some reason, which I don't know why. Anyways, more about the plane. So this plane was actually just one variant that was sent to Japan for evaluation purposes. So very nice little airplane. I must say I do enjoy this a lot. That's why I bought the German one too. And let's see a little more about this plane. It's got of 607 kilometers per hour, which is not bad at all. Turn time is 24.1 seconds, not the best, but it doesn't really reflect how fast this thing can turn. It's just a general guideline, and a lot of planes actually turn a lot better than their supposed times. And its climb is 14 meters per second, which is not bad. It's pretty good. I think it does perform a little better than that, but as I said, the stats aren't always right. It only has one armament preset, so unlike its German counterpart, this one does not have the ability to equip bomb racks. And the burst mass is 3.01 kilograms, which is really, really good. For this tier and for the type of armament it has, especially with those stealth rounds, you'll do a lot of damage. And let's see, here we are just cleaning up the remnants. I think these guys are down to the last airplanes, and it can take a few hits. As you can see, my wings are a little shot up. You can take hits here and there, and it flies pretty well with wings shot up and its tail shot up, so it doesn't break apart instantly like some other planes. But I really do like it, and there we go, take a huge chunk of that welly, and of course someone else kill steals it, but whatever, I'm doing great, so okay, good play. Okay, now we're going to move the fight toward their side of the field. I noticed they're taking a lot of deaths, and we're killing a lot more of theirs, and they're killing of ours. So we got the upper hand here. So now it's time to take the fight to them. So as we can see, they're going to start spawning in bombers and stuff like that. And it's just a question of mopping up. So I'm going to gain some more altitude. Guns are reloaded. Gonna go take a peek on their side of the field, and notice I'm keeping an eye on my team and seeing what's spawning and seeing where everybody is, because one of the things that will save you when you're booming and zooming is always look around, because you never know, somebody might be booming and zooming on you, so you want to be the one that doesn't get surprised. So I'm kind of hesitant right now because it's like, well, there's still a lot of them. Well, what the heck, let's just dive in there and try to take one out right as we go. Try to isolate one that's furthest from the pack and very unaware of you sneaking up on him. And here we go. I got his gunner, take a pot shot at that, steal that kill, whatever. And then now we climb again. Okay, so as you can see, not bad. Doesn't lose its speed that quickly, and something's going outside my window. I'm not really sure what's going on, but something's doing something. Somebody's building something. Okay, there we go. The lag set him on fire. Good shots on him, but can't finish the job. Hoping he'll just burn up, and there we go. Because those Russian planes have a tendency to A, be able to be on fire forever and not go down, or B, have their fires go instantly out. So I don't know if they have some crazy fire extinguishers or something. I don't know what's going on. But okay, now I notice someone's on my tail, so I'm just going to try to be evasive. He's on fire, and my team's shooting him up. And I'm taking some hits. Look at that. I'm taking some hits. And look at that. Wings are shot up, but I'm doing alright. I can still fly. And this guy still won't go down, damn it. See, that's the thing about Russian planes. On fire, and the guy's, you know, fine. So just another little snippet about these Focals. They were supposed to be some of the best, if not one of the best, fighter planes in the war. It was very maneuverable, great speed, great rate of climb, good armament. It was an all-around wonder of a plane. Albeit, you know, they were a little hard to pilot and they weren't the easiest to produce, but they were one of the most widely produced German fighters. And by the time they finished the last variant, which is the TA-152, that was an amazing plane. And you know, it all started with these variants of the Focke-Wulf. Oh, and do you guys like my paint job? Just in case anybody had any curiosity or doubt as to what faction my plane was from, there you have it. Two huge rising suns on the wings should make it clear enough. And I'm the guy that if you have a special like camo that pops out, you know, you put some emblems on yours in a particular creative way, I'll remember that, and I'll remember you by your airplane sometimes. Mind you, it's people that are always on. And okay, wait. Go back to the narration here. I am trying to line up a shot for this guy, but I actually missed my opportunity to line up a shot, so I'm just trying to be evasive now because he can outturn me. Hopefully he'll be entertained by somebody else, which he is. Then I can dive down on him like so and line up my guns if I catch him. And I'm not. And here we go. Just pulling a hard little turn, which is a hard shot to take, especially trying to anticipate their turn. So the best targets you want when booming and zooming are usually going in a straight line and not aware that you're there. So there we go. Just moved my gun reticle or gun crosshairs a little bit forward from the reticle there, and there you have it. And look at all those awards I got, or achievements. So not a bad plane. And let's see, 12 kills, 3,113 score, not bad at all. The only guy that beat me was the guy that had a bunch of ground kills. But overall, I beat the pants off everybody else in terms of air kills, and I got a crap ton of assists. Critical hits 36, look at that, 105k and 116,000 XP, not bad at all for an arcade and a bunch of awards. So there you have it, FW-190 A-5. Check it out, guys. This is the Holy Hand Grenade, and I'll catch you guys in the skies.